Good evening, welcome to Estrategias Militares. We are live right now, June 9th, 2026. Last night, something very serious happened, something we didn't expect, and here we're going to tell you about it, and it's going to leave you shocked. Donald J. Trump told Netanyahu, "Be careful, Bibi, because you could end up alone." And last night, Israel received the first warning. The first time in this war that the United States of America, and pay attention to this exclusive, did family your likes, your comments. Let's get started.
Good evening, family. Welcome to Military Strategies. We're here now.
It's been 24 hours since we started the war. I don't know if it was 13 or 17 hours. That's how long it lasted this time. Amazing. What has happened in the last 24 hours in the Middle East is absolutely amazing. It has broken all the patterns. And I think we need to reflect on it. We haven't done a live stream before, because I wanted to wait until the end of the day, until the 24 hours were up, to assess everything as a whole. To think and realize what has happened here, what has taken place. Why isn't Tehran upside down right now? Why is Mojaba still alive? Why haven't any top Revolutionary Guard officials been eliminated? Why hasn't Donald J. Trump attacked Iran? Why hasn't Israel continued attacking Iran? Why did Israel attack Iran? What is this? This is absolutely crazy. But first of all, before anything else, I want to thank you for being here with us. Thank you so much for the support you give to the channel, family. Thanks to you. We can keep creating content like this daily and keep improving. And, well, we would like to do more live streams. But for health reasons and medical recommendations, we're taking, shall we call it that, just to give it a name. Your likes are super important against censorship, right? Today, we're giving you another exclusive that completely contradicts the official statement in Israel's war bulletin. With this, Estrategias Militares, it shows that this is a channel that tells the truth, whether it hurts or not, no matter the cost. And we are not a propaganda channel. Here we tell what happens. If we like it, great. If we don't, we deal with it. Last night, during Iran's attacks, among the missiles launched by Iran against the State of Israel, at least one missile hit a high priority target. And now, later we'll see this with satellite images to confirm and corroborate the information we're getting. So serious, so complicated for the entire State of Israel. But what does this mean? It means that last night, Iran penetrated the anti-air defense with a small attack. It also means that just a few minutes ago, news leaked that Donald J. Trump gave 2 orders last night. The first one, to tell Bibi not to respond to Iran's attack, to stay put. Nothing happened here. Netanyahu, Bibi, don't respond. You're going to mess up the negotiations. I want to get out of the war. Okay. Netanyahu had a meeting last night with the security cabinet and with part of his team, his closest personal staff. There was a high-intensity meeting. The right wing of the party was demanding that Netanyahu attack Iran. Netanyahu said, "Why do I have to upset Donald J. Trump? If the objectives are still being met so far, nothing has been signed yet with Iran. They are demanding the delivery of uranium, that they don't have nuclear weapons, and that they stop firing missiles. And the right wing made it very clear to the people in his party, Bibi, we are not the 51st state. We are not a colony. We are not a protectorate. We are Israel, a sovereign country. And we have to respond. Because if we don't respond, tomorrow they'll fire twice as many missiles at us, and so on every day until they destroy us. And Netanyahu said, let the will of the people of Israel be done. And last night, when Iran's missiles were falling, the planes were taking off, heading to Tehran. Last night, we were talking about exactly this, about what was happening, about what was going on. We ended the live broadcast with the first images of those bombings over Tehran. The images were also very, very striking, showing places that had been attacked, and which the IDF later confirmed were air defense sites. Like this one. We're seeing it right now. A typical explosion of anti-aircraft ammunition from anti-aircraft missiles. It's typical when you see that kind of glow in the explosions. We're talking about anti-aircraft weapons. This is an anti-aircraft defense range. It's one of the target's defense hit. First, there was a drone over the target. This means that Israel still has special operations teams near or inside Iran. Because the distance between Israel and Iran, it's large. And these drones can only be placed near the target. Point number one. Point number two. Isfahan. Isfahan. Tabri. Those were the places that were mainly attacked. But there was one in particular that was key. This one. The petrochemical plant on the border with Kuwait. The plant where fuel and other refined materials for Iran's ballistic missiles are produced. That was the moment. That was the moment when Donald J. Trump gave the order. Publicly. He had done it over the phone. Bibi played dumb and didn't accept it. At the moment, when Israel was stepping on the gas and starting to blow up Iran's critical infrastructure, and Iran was starting to see that Israel was not under the control of Donald J. Trump, and that they had made a mistake, Donald J. Trump comes out with this. In a message more for Israel than for Iran, in a direct order, like some kind of boss. Daddy Trump, he says, Israel and Iran, disparos, they must stop the shooting immediately. When Iran discovered last night that Israel is going on autopilot, heading straight for Tehran, Iran started to regret it. What you're hearing, Iran wasn't so sure anymore. They thought Israel wouldn't respond and that they would have the last card to play. They were wrong. Hezbollah also launched attacks. During the morning, there were some missile launches, some alarms. But Bibi made it clear. Very clear.
A year ago, we launched a historic preemptive strike against Iran's intention to destroy us with atomic bombs. We thwarted this immediate threat, and we also defeated Rodan Khamenei.
What is Bibi saying? Dear citizens of Israel, a year ago, we went to war in a historic struggle against Iran's intention to eliminate us with atomic weapons. We managed to neutralize that imminent threat, and we also managed to eliminate the tyrant Khamenei. This is how Bibi presented himself to his people to explain what is happening. He says this: if we hadn't acted in time and with force, we wouldn't be, says Bibi, here today. I committed myself, and I commit myself again, that Iran will not have an atomic weapon. With the same determination. Well, it won't have an atomic weapon as long as I am Prime Minister. With the same determination, we also acted against Hezbollah, who plan to occupy the Galilee region with thousands of terrorists. They also plan to destroy the city of Israel with 150,000 missiles and rockets. We also neutralized that threat and eliminated Nasrallah. And I want to tell you that our soldiers, our heroes, are crushing Hezbollah. We continue to neutralize all the underground tunnels they have, including a huge one beneath the Beaufort Fortress. Tunnels so big that no one had ever seen anything like them before. Iran and Hezbollah are weaker than ever, and we are stronger than ever. But our fight against them is not over yet. In the last round, Iran and Hezbollah tried to force us to accept a new equation, which is unbearable, intolerable, and unacceptable. They thought they could attack from Lebanese or Iranian territory, and that we wouldn't take action. That's not going to happen. Not while I'm Prime Minister, as I've done for decades. I still maintain that we have the right to defend ourselves against our enemies, just as we are acting now after Hezbollah attacked Israeli territory. I gave the order to strike Lebanese territory and eliminate Hezbollah terrorists, and that's what we did. After that, I gave the order to strike economic and military targets in Iran. That exchange of fire is over now. After we stopped attacking the terrorist regime of Iran, they stopped attacking us. Amazing, Bibi, what you're telling us. Shh. He's not finished yet. He's not done yet. There's still the last paragraph. I don't know what you're all thinking. The words of Bibi. This seems to me, it feels more like a letter. There may be an electoral angle because it's election season in Israel. But be pretty clear. It took him hours to come up with this. Too many hours. But, well, it's true that there was an operation underway and that a protocol had to be followed. Before going out to explain what the people of Israel were going to do in the face of the threat of being destroyed by Iran. That's how Bibi ends it. I'm telling you. In the event that the Iranian regime makes the mistake of attacking us again, we will strike back with force because Israel has the right to self-defense, and we will exercise it as necessary. I'm telling you, citizens, just as I communicated it with great admiration and respect to our dear friend, the President of the United States, Trump. With unity and determination, we will defend the state of Israel, and together with Hashem's help, we will restore security to the residents of the North. Benjamin Netanyahu. Tonight. Breaking news. The Houthis launched drones tonight against Eilat. Images.
There we can see a Tamir missile going out to intercept a Houthi drone made in Iran, launched by the Houthis. 2 missiles against 1 drone. 100% effectiveness. But something stands out. There's something that doesn't add up in this story. The one about there's something that's terrible. Last night, during Iran's attacks on Israel, the state of Israel, it was not helped by the United States of America. What you are hearing Donald Trump Othario. Or did someone give the order that no American anti-aircraft system should fire, intercept, or participate in the defense operation against the state of Israel? Something that implies a before and after. Of in this war, United States. It left Israel to defend itself alone. Family. We're live. Military strategies. What? News fam. Last night, Israel was left alone to shoot down Iran's missiles. No missile was launched from the 3D system. Well, Israel's defense was not supportive. Some people claim this isn't true. And I understand. And if I had read it, I would have said this isn't true. I myself am reluctant to believe this. But pay attention to this. Barak Rabbit. You know, we've talked about Barak Rabbit, Israel. He works for Axios, which is an American media outlet, but he also collaborates with channels in Israel. Says that President Trump told him in a conversation, in a phone interview, that he warned Prime Minister Netanyahu that if he goes back to war with Iran, he might find himself fighting alone. Did Donald J. Trump use Iran's attack on Israel last night to show him that he is serious about leaving him alone? On February 28th, the United States and Israel start a war together, hand in hand. A historic alliance. For the first time in history since World War II, we could maybe include or incorporate the Gulf War, the coalition of countries, Afghanistan, but not in the same format. For the first time
since World War II, the State of Israel, together with the United States, launched an air campaign to overthrow a regime. February 28th, June 9th, 2026. The main ally in that war, the most powerful one in that war. Now, he tells the country that trusted him, that went to war with him. Careful. Because if you go back to war with Iran, you might be fighting alone.
Very well.
So what?
What's more, it's Iran what he fears the most. What he fears the most about this whole story is that Israel attacks alone. Iran knows it's Israel, that it's the lion of Israel. Does he rise up against them? It can be terrible. This war would have ended if Israel on its own had gone after Iran, without Donald Trump. Missiles would have fallen. They would have bombed with drones. But as of June 9, 2026, there would be no one left in the Iranian regime to press the button. It's that clear. And why? War of the 12 days. The war in which Israel on its own crushed Iran as it wanted, when it wanted, and whoever it wanted. The February 28th war in 40 seconds took down all of Iran's operational command, from its supreme leader to the cook who served him breakfast. Israel on its own is lethal. In the company of the United States, it's a burden. And this is being demonstrated here. Serious company. It's very serious that last night the United States didn't participate in this. Israel is preparing for the largest wave of attacks against Iran since April. Israel already had the targets this morning. Sensitive targets. Not just taking down an empty military base. Not destroying 4 missile launchers. Not launching 5 missiles into some tunnel. No, serious targets. In fact, now you're going to be amazed by something that has leaked in the last few hours. Israel canceled the attack. This morning, Bibi canceled the attack. He said he spoke with Donald J. Trump, who asked him to halt the attacks, and Iran was going to stop. And Bibi agreed. We don't know what Iran is going to do because every day they're going to do something new. But this is tremendous. It's really tremendous. Officials have denied claims made by Israeli defense officials. And notice where the idea that they were left alone comes from. Please, pay attention to this. Because this is a serious matter. And it's more serious than we think. Officials have denied claims by Israeli defense officials that the United States intercepted any of the Iranian ballistic missiles that were fired last night and this morning at Israel. However, officials told CNN that although US forces did not assist in Israel's defense, the Israeli Defense Force did coordinate overnight with the United States Central Command, CENTCOM. The communication was, we're heading to Tehran. Move aside. CBS News. The United States military did not take part in Israel's initial attacks on Iran since the ceasefire. And the Trump administration did not order defensive actions to protect Israel from incoming Iranian missiles. And meanwhile, Donald J. Trump wants to negotiate with these guys. And these guys who issue fatwas to destroy the United States and Israel. "47 years and 100 days of resistance from the battlefield to the city square. From the city square to politics and diplomacy, it has reshaped the global security order.
Watch for a credible threat from outside Washington and Tel Aviv. If the evil American Zionist coalition makes another mistake, the region will turn into hell. Greetings to the martyrs of Tajikistan." This is a Tajia statement. This is an official statement from Iran. I want to show you an image. Well, we are live right now. Let's check our audience. Super chats are open, so leave your comments. It's comment night. Without a doubt. There are 13,000 of us. We still need a lot more likes, please. We only have 5,000 likes. This channel depends on that. Because here we're talking about things that aren't propaganda, that don't flatter Israel or the United States. We're sharing what's really happening globally. And that makes us a bit different from many channels, from many media outlets. You have to be realistic and see what's happening here. Estamos viendo esta imagen. But I would like to show you another one, which is not related, but at the same time it is. Pay attention to this.
Archive footage. Let's see if anyone knows or can recognize it. What is this? We're seeing in black and white. It gives you goosebumps and brings tears to your eyes. What we're seeing in the footage is the surrender of Nazi Germany. In World War II, the signing of the capitulation and the end of the war. Hitler's army, with Hitler at the head, was destroyed. One committed suicide, others died on the battlefield, and others fled to third countries. That is a victory. Germany never again said it was going to wipe out the Jews, nor that it was going to destroy the West. That is winning a war. Millions of people died in it. Cost a lot, but thanks to that, today we are free. Today the people of Israel are free. And they have a state. Now the threat is different. Some guys, driven by Islamic theology, who want to destroy the world.
We need the image. We need the image of them sitting at a table, destroyed, and with whatever honor they have left, signing a paper saying, we're leaving. That's the victory. Victory is not getting on a plane and going to Pakistan to sign with some guys who don't even have any power inside Iran. Victory is not letting some guys wake up in the morning and tell you they're going to destroy you or launch missiles at you. Victory is not letting them close the Strait of Hormuz for more than 2 months now. That's not victory. It's tough. When Germany was born and fell, there wasn't this in Berlin. This wasn't Berlin. We are bombing Israel right now. Israel. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I understand. Let's see, estrategias militares. I don't dislike Trump. I don't dislike. In fact, considering what was in the Democratic Party, please, thank goodness it's Donald Trump and not Kamala Harris. Otherwise, this would be total chaos. Imagine Kamala Harris posting tweets asking Bibi not to bomb Iran. That would already be crazy. But there are things we need to be critical about. A lot of time has been lost and many years in achieving total military independence. Why? For as long as I can remember, since the first version of satellite images of this Iran was released to the civilian public, back in those days, you could already see how they were building missile silos, how the nuclear program was growing. And Israel knew all of this. Israel knew that this moment was going to come, that war was inevitable. And if we knew this, why didn't we have the necessary tools to finish the job on our own? We had, and still have, people embedded in Iran. We carry out intelligence operations. But we don't have the factories or enough independent capacity to say to Donald Trump, thank you very much, Donald. Have a nice day. We'll talk later. Now I must end the Islamic regime of Iran because they want to destroy me. That's right. It's just that it's tough. It's just that this is tough. It's just that this is tough, but it's hard for everyone. And for the friends of Israel. It's tremendous. Good. He doesn't live only for the world. There are more opinions within this story. Addiction to this. Naftali Bennett, candidate for the elections. They're going to ask him about the Iran issue. Pay attention to the answer. It was music out. Pitch a question first of all. Do you think he asks a question? A direct one. If you believe
Israel had to respond
that maybe it has to respond to Iran
in the last 12 to 24 hours,
in the last 12 or 24 hours,
the Iranian missiles?
to the missiles from Iran. I see Naftali Bennett's image. I'll place it here. What does he say? Yes. But yes. I mean, Yes, but it's not about excusing Naftali Bennett. It's a yes.
The Iranian missiles? And
And the journalist was waiting for me to say something else. And no, there's just nothing else to say. It's just yes, period. And now the journalist says, and do you think that
doing so is that
doing that,
Israel is
Israel
directly acting in defiance?
it is being disloyal to Donald J.
Trump, President Trump, or OO?
President Trump? Oh,
Do you think President Trump's true feelings are?
YOOOO. What do you think about President Trump's feelings in the last 12 hours?
In the last 12 hours.
Pay attention to Naftali Bennett.
I think President
He says, okay, and mentions President Trump.
and that Trump certainly respects
He sincerely respects
the fact that we're in
the fact
independent country.
that we are an independent country.
We were attacked
We are going to attack.
last night by dozens of Iranian missiles,
We were attacked last night by dozens of Iranian missiles,
ballistic missiles.
ballistic missiles.
Any independent sovereign country has to
And any country, independent and sovereign,
defend itself.
has to defend itself.
We did nothing to provoke this attack by
He says there was nothing that provoked this attack by Iran.
we didn't attack them.
We didn't attack them.
They attacked us.
They attacked us.
And they explicitly were talking about civilian centers.
They attacked civilian sites.
And any country would have to exercise the right of
Self. And any country has to exercise the right to
self-defense.
defend oneself in self-defense.
You accept
He says you accept that.
the Israeli actions, though, in Lebanon
He says you agree the actions, if they occurred, would be in Lebanon.
could, I'm not saying quid pro quo, not
They could. I'm not claiming that, though.
anything is okay, but it could have triggered a reaction from Iran.
They could trigger Iran's reactions.
Lebanon is Lebanon and Iran is Iran.
Lebanon is Lebanon. Iran is Iran.
We seek peace.
We seek peace. Everywhere. Everywhere.
We don't want war.
We don't want war.
War is not good for anyone.
This war is not good for anyone. It's not good for anyone.
But both in Lebanon with Hezbollah and Iran,
But with Hezbollah, and
are attacking us,
they are attacking us,
and we have to defend ourselves.
and we have to defend ourselves.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
The next action,
The next action,
I guess, was
he says, I think, or I believe,
Israel.
Israel
In Lebanon, it's
in Lebanon.
and clearly, not just locally, but the world
He says, clearly, not only at the local level, but at the global level,
does link these issues together. Certainly,
they don't link these issues together. That is the issue of Lebanon and Iran.
Iranians do. So does the US. So does the international community.
You just missed one little thing in the middle.
He says you are. Either you don't know or you are. You're forgetting a little thing in the middle of this.
At all. Hezbollah from Lebanon
Hezbollah from Lebanon.
attacked in the north of Israel.
They are attacking northern Israeli cities.
That's what caused us to have to attack
That's why we are attacking north
Hezbollah
to Hezbollah
in Beirut.
in Beirut.
Big picture question first.
You see, it's just that from. Let's see. Do you guys realize that yesterday? This is really serious. Now that I'm thinking about it calmly, 24 hours later, I've been thinking about this all day today. Saying, but strategies, you realize, right? Like yesterday, the biggest debate internationally, it wasn't. It was about whether Iran had attacked Israel with ballistic missiles or not. The debate was that a president from a third nation allied with Israel, an ally like no other on this planet, where everyone has failed, where the United Kingdom has failed, where France has failed, where Germany has, Spain Italy, where everyone has failed to support Donald J. Trump and help him attack the terrorist regime of Iran. His only ally, which is Israel, him. Donald J. Trump, he humiliates with his actions the entire state of Israel. It's just that the topic is very intense. I have to be honest about this, and I love the United States of America and everything that culture, that country represents. You must accept both the good and the bad. But this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable that the debate continued yesterday while people sheltered from air raids. If Trump had ordered it to stop, whether to respond to Iran or not, that the state of Israel would assume the cost of being bombed. It's like World War II. Thanks. A group had arrived from the SS to a place, a city. I would have entered the ghetto. I'm not going to. It's just I'm not going to continue. It's just disgusting. And then someone comes and says, "No, relax. No, don't do anything. We're negotiating with them." Last night, things could have gone wrong. Last night, things could have ended in a real tragedy. Thank God that Israel has its own air defense system with the Arrow system, David's sling system. And it was able to shoot down the missiles, or almost all of the missiles. Things happened last night. They haven't told us. Thank you. The art of war is the ability to deceive the enemy. What haven't we been told about last night? Were all the missiles shot down? Officially, Israel said that all the missiles were shot down. All of them. All the missiles were shot down. I hate doing this. This channel was founded on the truth and will remain committed to it. Yesterday, last night, Iran, in its attack with ballistic missiles, it succeeded to hit an Israeli military base. Map of Israel. South of Haifa. Ramat David. A missile from Iran. It landed right on target. In this warehouse. Evidence. That's a strong statement. Israel has said no. Yes says yes. What do the satellite images say?
What does Al-Zad think? Did Iran manage to hit the base or not? If Iran didn't hit the base last night, something happened at the base. Satellite image, filter to see changes on the ground. Everyone pay attention. Let's get to it. You can clearly see how that area, which hadn't changed in a long time, changes to a dark color. Probably. And it also matches the type or the format that can cause a missile from Iran. The positive side of this, it's a warehouse. And now my question is, if it's true that the United States did not participate in the defense of Israel last night, my question is whether if the United States had participated in the defense of the state of Israel,
If that missile had fallen on the Ramat David base, now I believe you can understand why I'm so angry. Last night I said that all the missiles had been eliminated because Israel made an official statement that this was the case. It's all right. But that's what it's there for. The ability to investigate on your own. Last night there were no updated satellite images to see it. Today there are images. I'm sure some people aren't going to like this, but I'm not going to lie. It says over here, Isabel 11 says, that information only helps Iran. Strategies. Who are you helping by revealing this information? Isabel, let me explain something to you. If you search for Sentinel map on Google, you'll see the same image I just showed. If I can access that image from home, do you think Iran, which have a Chinese satellite with better resolution, they can't see the image, Isabel? Consider your writing carefully. Would you come to a channel just to hear ads, how good Israel is, how everything's fine, and they've shot down all the missiles? Or are you here to hear what's really happening? Who are you helping? Are you helping the truth about what's really happening come out, or just backing what you want to hear? What are you doing here? You can go to another channel. The door is right next to you, where they say Israel is all beautiful, that Trump is wonderful, and that the war has been won. You can go there, Isabel. I'm not going to lie on this channel. It's my channel. No government pays me. I don't want to be paid. Every week we're offered to do advertising. I don't do it. I pay for my own flights to Israel, my equipment, my stuff, thanks to you. But I'm not going to sell out. That's fine. That's fine. Same stupid nonsense. Oh, don't tell this. Strategies that you're putting at risk. At risk of what? At risk because 10 million people are targeting them with ballistic missiles. That's the danger, Isabel. That's the danger. I don't care if they destroy a hangar at a base. What do you want me to say? It's a base. If it falls on top of a building and takes out 50 families, that's a problem that worries me. This is unbelievable. They come here to lecture you after 2.5 years, leaving you behind, streaming live every day, to tell you if I'm helping Iran. This is disrespectful. People can be so disrespectful sometimes. I don't get it. All right, let's go with the super chats from the people. Look, I with everything and Isabel with all the love in the world. Thank you. I'm going to tell you something. There are times, and I've already said it like 20,000 times. Thank you. We've known about what was happening, and I've waited to say them. Because there was an operation underway. During the 28-day war, I didn't go to film anywhere a missile had fallen. Not once. And I was invited to go. During all the nights I was in Israel, seeing missiles fall for myself, I never showed the place or the area where they were falling or where the anti-aircraft missiles were being launched from to shoot them down. Never. I have never shown an Israeli anti-aircraft battery on any of my maps. Have a little more respect and think carefully about what you say. All right, let's calm down. It's not the best day. It's clear that it's not the best day. Let's discuss what will happen here, regardless of whether the war is over or where all of this is going. Trump doesn't stay away from the mess, but his determination to stop it suggests that there are bigger interests at play in the Middle East. What do you think about those strategies? Well, I think the economic issue is a vital topic in this matter. Trump is a businessman. The United States needs money. One of the main goals for Trump, that's what the United States wants, to have control over Iran, is because the United States has a rival called China. That rival needs cheap oil. And the answer is no. It's that clear. And that's where the issue is. It's very likely that what Iran wants is to have control over the oil. But anyway, I'm going to tell you another piece of news. This is one that Isabel doesn't like. Pay attention to this. It was leaked a little while ago. I neither confirm nor deny it. This has been leaked. And now it's public. All right, it's already public. Listen to this. Because these are the stories we like. Family, June 9th, 2026. Listen carefully to what you are about to hear now. 82nd Airborne Division of the United States Army. Military strategies. During the war, until February 28, said that they were moving air assault units to the Middle East. The information has already leaked, so it can be said. They were secretly deployed in Israel at the beginning of April as part of joint contingency planning between Israel and the United States, completed since February to seize Kara Island, controlled by Iran in the Persian Gulf, to make their way into coastal territory inside Iran. Clips, according to a deployment order seen by Kim Klipstein. Now, the order issued on April 7, 2026, directed the brigade to prepare the 2nd Battalion, 501st Infantry Regiment from the 82nd Airborne Division, the legendary Geronimo Battalion, to deploy to Israel on temporary duty. In a move not previously reported by the Pentagon, when asked about the number of troops deployed in Israel and their mission, the Pentagon referred inquiries to the Central Command, CENTCOM, in the region. Call an ambulance to Isabel's house. I think she's having a heart attack. Isabel, breathe. Stay calm. Calm down, Isabel. Relax. This is strategy. Well, that's it. Now we know another story. Super chats. Maria. I'm amazed by this. Abraham, God bless Israel. These blessed people go ahead of their enemies. Maria Chavez. Israel can defend itself without the United States now. Let it defend its country alone, needing only God. Maria, I understand and respect Maria a lot for her comment that you only need God. And that it's vital to have God on your side. If not, the people of Israel wouldn't be alive today. Because it's the people who have endured everything. But you have to see something. The result of a battle does not depend solely on God's providence. Opportunity, timing, logistics, numbers, and someone behind it all with a prodigious mind. To take on someone who is an army 5 times bigger than yours and with many more ballistic missiles than you have. You have to be very clever, know how to play the game, and take advantage of the opportunities that come your way every day. Paola, Israel can act alone as long as the United States supplies weapons, as it always has. Israel has defended itself alone since its founding. No, the United States doesn't provide weapons. The United States sells weapons to Israel, and Israel pays for the weapons. Just like Germany, Poland, and Australia pay for them. Israel pays for the weapons. Israel doesn't get the weapons for free. This is the false rumor that has been going around for many years, that every week planes arrive in Ben Gurion and they tell them, go ahead, take whatever you want. They set up some stores there at the airport in a secret wing they have. Zamir arrives by truck with everyone to collect what the United States gives them. That's not how it works, please. There are invoices and money changing hands. War moves money. What happens is that Israel has military technology development programs, mainly with the United States, right? Through that cooperation, it gets certain things. Some assets, 35, for example. The exception to this alliance in the 28th war was the imminent nuclear threat to both, with the Iranian arsenal weakened and Israel now able to stand alone. The Iranian arsenal, I'm sorry to tell you this, Paula. The Iranian arsenal is not as weakened as we think. That's what Donald J. Trump has said. That's what Bibi said at the time. I have another point of view. He's not that weakened. The only thing is Iran still hasn't seen. Its end is near. Iran and the Revolutionary Guard already knew Khamenei was going to die, either due to his age or because they planned to eliminate him. It was something that was already there. It was written. In fact, they even needed him to maybe die to open up more avenues of confrontation with Israel. They have prepared for years. Paula, for many years. Many years preparing missiles and drones. That doesn't end for us in a month. Sorry, but no, I wish. H didn't commit suicide. He lived in South America. The story, Hitler didn't die. Okay. Argentinian historian Abel Basti has extensive evidence about Nazis in the country from that era. Very interesting program. Vanina, I've read the book. I've read a lot of information about this. The missing or escaped Nazi leaders. Joseph Mengele, among others. Mengele's story is incredible. We'll talk about this another day. It's very, very, very interesting. Thank you for the super chat and your contribution. That's your perspective. Thank you for sharing it. Elena. Thank you very much. Greetings, Elena. Howard, you have my respect, Estrategias. I listen and learn. Regards, Howard. Thank you very much for your respect. You have mine as well. God loves you. God bless strategies and its team. But I think Israel doesn't need help from men, only from surrender. Jeremiah, cursed is the man who trusts in another. I believe the greatness of the people of Israel comes not only from faith in God, but also from their unity. That unity is what keeps them alive. Otherwise, it's a bad situation. How right you are about strategies and measurements. Boom, boom, zeta. I can make mistakes, and I do make mistakes. In fact, I love making mistakes. That's how I learn. I meant to say I listen and I learn. Thank you, Howard. Nati. With friends, how do you use or need friends or yes? Well, let's see. As my brother Ariel Kanieski says, well, let's see. This occurs in the best families. This happens in the best families. I mean, what we're experiencing right now here, or the scenario we're seeing here. Trump and Israel have different interests. Trump wants to pressure Israel, and Israel wants to pressure Trump. Bibi consistently made the right choice to attack Iran. A symbolic attack, but he has attacked. I've lost track of when Trump appears live. I also don't know when you sleep with earthquakes and the war. Thanks for the info and your work. Greetings from Argentina. Good night. Yesterday was tough. Yesterday was brutal. I was running to get home. I was already desperate to see what was happening because I myself wasn't even aware of what was going on because, of course, I was practically out of touch. And I said, well, let's see. And in real time, we had to analyze everything that was happening last night. Then an earthquake. Then we came back. Then we finished with Gatel. 2 minutes after finishing with Gatel, Iran launches missiles at Israel. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But that's how it is. That's how it's always been. This channel is crazy. Another one who listens intently to learn, Maria Matilde. Thank you very much. Listening is a gift. Wanting to learn is even greater. Well, that's how things are. That's the current situation. Let's check if anything happened while we talked.
And what could have happened?
Well, this keeps being confirmed. Maybe parallel. Ochukrok Vivi, you'd better be careful or you'll be on your own very soon. Thank you. Yesterday, I asked Ariel Kanieski if the United States could abandon Israel in the Judean desert. He told me no. Tomorrow, I'm going to invite him here and let him tell me his opinion after reading this. Last night, it seems that the United States' radars were turned off. I was saying a little while ago that this seems strange to me, the thing about Eilat. This seems strange to me. Why does it seem strange to me? Because the interception happens over Eilat. There was no US air patrol. The United States is currently monitoring Bab al-Mandeb 24/7. They're monitoring Yemen. Recently, a drone was shot down. We've seen P-8 planes all over the area circling around 24 hours a day. They take off from Djibouti. We know there's a carrier strike group that's taking care of this sector. There are 2 United States aircraft carriers. There are American ones in the area of operations. There are patrols. There isn't any AWACS that detected that drone. There isn't any United States destroyer that detected it. The drone traveled 1,700 kilometers without anyone seeing it to give an early warning. How is it that the drone was shot down over the city of Eilat? Think, how is it that sometimes by thinking you can find many answers? Family, thank you for joining us live on Estrategias Militares. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you when something happens. We're here all night, staying active. Thank you very much.